Welcome to your first module. You are well on your way to the joys of working with MATLAB. Let's first start in the beginning with the basics. We know that not everyone is coming into the course with the same level of experience in computers, so let this module act as an introduction to computers in a way that relates to MATLAB. If you haven't guessed yet by the title of this module, well, I'll be discussing directories, paths, and folders. Oh my. The learning goals for this module are identifying directories and folders, navigating directories and folders, and identifying pathways for folders and files. Not overly ambitious, but it's an important first step on the journey. So let's get into this. The easiest way to conceptualize the organizational structure of a typical computer is to think of your PC as a file room in any office. The room is your computer, and your hard drive is the filing cabinet, which you see here. Just like most filing rooms have more than one filing cabinet, many computers will have more than one hard drive. In this case, there's just the one, the Macintosh hard drive you see here. Now, typically when you open a filing cabinet, you will find it's full of folders. Just like when you open the hard drive here, you see a bunch of folders. Also, in a filing cabinet, when you open these folders, you may find more folders, also called subfolders, and even more folders, which lead to files. Your typical computer is a little bit more folder happy than your filing cabinet, probably because in a computer the folders are free. Before I run this metaphor into the ground, let's run through that one more time. Your computer contains one or more hard drives, which contains folders, and possibly subfolders, which leads you to your files. Now let's take a look at some of your more important folders on your computer. In the Mac, you have your Applications folder. This folder contains basically all of your installed applications. Your desktop, which is also just right here. The desktop is good for storing files or folders that you want to get to easily and frequently. You also have your documents, where you store most of your, documents. Downloads, which is the default location where most of your files will be stored when you download something off the internet. We also have movies, music, and pictures, which are the locations you store your legal and copyrighted materials that you've purchased either through iTunes or some other reputable file sharing place, and it makes them easier to access. Now that we know the hierarchy of the hard drive folders and files, let's see how we can navigate through these different directories to find our files. See here in the music folder, we have an MP3, one of your files. If you check the Get Info tab here, you see its directory is listed as users, username, and the folder music. Now you can get to it by clicking on this tab here and go directly into the folder, or you can take the more scenic route through the actual hard drive. Now we've seen from the directory that it's on your main drive under users, your name, and music. And here's our file. So that we know the pathway, we can use the pathway to navigate through the sometimes complex and convoluted maze of folders and subfolders. Let's try that again. So we have picture 1, PNG, this is a Photoshop file. So we go to Get Info. Our directory is listed as user, username, and folder pictures. So let's go back through our hard drive. So users, username, pictures, and P1. Since we're here, we can also take a look at the different ways you can view your folders and directories. Your first option is the image, which is the icon, which is just right here. You also have a list format, which shows the folder here, date modified, size, and type of file or folder it is. You have the columns, which allows you to navigate and show you the path while you're navigating through the different folders and directories. And you have cover flow. So this is the end of our first module discussing directories, folders, and paths. Don't forget to now check out the questions just below the video here. Once you're done with that, you can continue on to the next module. And I'll be looking at different file types. Thank you for checking out the module. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to fill out the questions at the end of each module on the Moodle site. Thank you.